Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you are doing well. Welcome to Vinyl TV. If you are new to this channel and if you are, please consider subscribing. Thank you very much indeed for stopping by. Thank you very much indeed for clicking. I got asked this question: what sort of mistake a beginner entrepreneur should not make? So it's kind of mistake young or beginner entrepreneur should not make. A young entrepreneur, a beginner, actually, if you want to start a business, right, you need to start, you need to start with a plan. So mistake young entrepreneur should not make is to start a business with no plan. You need to have, first of all, business plan. Okay, you need to have a business plan, map out everything in terms of your business, where you want to be. If you check my previous video where I talks about professional business plan, you will see what is included in everything about your business plan. You will find out how much it's going to cost you to set up this business. You will need to do your research about the demand and supply. You need to do your research about the customer. You need to do your research about where this gonna be situated. You also need to do the research about the logistic. So if you check my previous video where I talk about professional business plan, you will see things that need to be included. How are you going to raise this fund? So mistake young entrepreneurs should not make is don't start a business without any plan, without any business plan. Okay, you need this, you must have business plan. Okay, number one is spending too much. In business, you need to start slowly. You don't just start boom, like you need to start grow your business slowly. They say slowly win the rest. So you start small and build it, but don't go and start big. That will lead to fall. You can't just start big in a business. You need to start growing and grow your business slowly, exponentially. You can't just go and start big, something big. It's like it doesn't work in that way. You need to grow you need to start from 1 to 20. You can't just go from 20 to otherwise you will fall. So this is actually, don't spend too much. Okay, don't spend too much. This is actually what you need to do. By doing your business plan, you check how much you're supposed to use at the beginning. Okay, so don't start business without any plan. Don't spend too much. Okay, the third one is expecting results too soon. It take a lot of time. You need to exercise patience. It take a lot of time to build something big and something great. Imagine Alhaji Dangote. He will tell you how long he's been in that business, how long he started his business, and how he probably started from one store or one rest. From how he started. I think he started from importing cement abroad. From there, he think about how I need to build my own cement. How am I going to generate cement company? How am I going to generate this fund to be able to do it? So you must start slowly, even innocent. He started importing goods and services from abroad, from China, before thinking of, situating a factory in Nnewi. The same thing, majority of this company, they start slowly, slowly before. The other thing you need to do is don't hire too soon. Don't hire too soon. You need to check your business and see whether it's something that you can manage yourself or something you can utilize online platform for marketing before you start employing. Just from your business plan, make sure you follow your business plan. It will show you how many people you need minimum. Then if the business start growing, then you think about expanding or hiring more people. So don't hire a lot of people come in and sit down without doing much. You need to think about, don't hire too soon. If it's something that you can do, get involved initially. Don't hire too soon. Utilize social media to online marketing. There's several things you can do online by marketing your businesses, sharing flyer online, doing adverts about your company online. Instead of hiring people to go door to door to distribute or telling people what, you can run it on social media these days because things have actually evolved, things have changed. You can run ad about your company, Facebook ad, YouTube ad, Google ad. You target a particular place. Your company can be in England or your company can be in the United States of America. You ask Google ad to target that your company advertisement in that particular area. You can run ad completely in Lagos. You can target your ad to run it, Google to push your ad to anybody that have mobile phone in Lagos. This is something that you need to understand. Okay, the other thing you need to do is study your business potential and customer. Study your business potential and customer. You need to study the type of customer you are targeting. You need to study the type of customer because business is about the value. Business is about the problem you want to solve. Business is, once the idea you're starting business, you want to solve problem. Bear that in mind. Dangote Cement understood that there's a building lack of cement, not enough cement in Nigeria because Nigeria is a young population, or even then he understand that there are a lot of need for cement. There's a lot of need for it. So he started Dangote Cement to produce cement even in African countries. So you need to understand, study your business, right? What you are supplying, these goods and services you are providing. Whatever you are providing, you are solving a problem that is there. And how are you going to do that better? If you check that your business, see if somebody else already started that business, how are you going to improve it compared to what that individual is doing? How are you going to meet the demand for your supply? You must understand that customer is the first. You need to put your customer more than yourself. You need to love your customer more than, because they are the one, actually they are the consumer, they are the end, they are the one that goods you are producing, the goods and services you are producing, they are the one consuming it. So you need to put them first for your business to last. And if you don't put them, if you make a mistake, don't value your customer, you are not gonna grow. We're not gonna grow at all. So make sure that you study your business potential, study your customer, check what they want, do a survey, intimate your customer to find out exactly what you can do better. Get a survey from them all the time. Any person that buys something from you, ask them, how is that thing? Is there anything you can do better? Get a survey. So you need to intimate your customer. You need to ask them questions. You need to study them properly. Find out what they like, find out how you can improve, find out if there's any other thing they think that is needed in your company. That is how to do it. That is how to do it. But another thing also, you need to understand that don't think being busy, don't think being increased production. Don't think being busy increase production. You need to understand that use a good time management. Have a rest and produce what you're supposed to do with particular time, and have a rest and give yourself, because all works and no play makes a Jack a dull boy. If you are just there, just working, you find that you burn out. You need to give yourself time to breathe in. You need to give yourself a breather, to have some rest and come back. Don't keep all your energy in your business. You need to channel your energy, also rest, make a master plan, spend time with your family as well. It also part and parcel of business, running a business. You can't just live in your company the whole week, otherwise you will burn out. Sometimes you will not be, it's less productive. So you need to maximize your time, use your time effectively, and go there and have a good rest. This is how to do it. The other mistake people are making is, if they are not starting today, not starting today. What do I mean by that? Not starting today, pretty much like putting things off. I started my YouTube channel, right? Some people, if you tell some people to start a YouTube channel, they will say, oh, why am I going to do that? How am I going to do it? So basically putting it off. But you need to have that zeal, you need to have that determination to start today, anything you want to, because what actually matters is not about reading book, it's about action. It's about action you are taking. Don't expect instant results. No. I remember Gary Vee is a popular YouTuber in the United States of America, born in Belarus, then he went to US with his family. He's a very big YouTuber. He will tell you jab. You need to jab almost 25 times before right hook. So basically you need to continue doing what you are doing, working hard for you to start expecting results. And don't kind of think, okay, that kind of postponing it. Say, I want to start it next year. I want to, next year will be fine. No, there's never any time. There's never any conducive time to start a business. You can start it today and work yourself slowly. The mistake people are making is not starting. If you don't start, you will not make a headway. Once you started things, everything, universe will fall for you. Things will link up together. But the main thing is, if you don't start and thinking of postponing it and putting it back, that is the problem. Excuse me. You need to start. You also need to take care of your customer. Anything you want, 40 lessons for new kind of entrepreneur. It will tell you, you need to read book and see what other entrepreneurs have done. Successful entrepreneurs, what have they done before, in order to, main goal, associate with people who are intellectual, associate with people who are taking techno-track, associate with people who have built, foundations. Imagine, somebody like Aliko Dangote being your mentor, or, coaching you in business. You surely excel. So you need to find out people, you need to meet with people who are ahead of you in that game and learn from them. You need to meet with people who are in that business ahead of you, who have built a lot of successful business. You need to link with them and learn from them. You can't just do it so it's a one-man business. No, you need to find smart ideas to be able to, use that to your business advantage. Leverage on social media in terms of your business. If you are a young entrepreneur, if you are not running ad on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you have not started. Guess what? Things have evolved. Businesses these days is digital. This pandemic actually makes one to understand that you need to start building online business, or run your business ad online, or make sure that you have online store in whatever you do, that people can buy your goods and services online, and for you to demand supply it. Amazon is a massive company. People order stuff from China and sell it on Amazon. A lot of people have shops, they order it from Amazon on China and supply it to Amazon. It's like a marketplace. So you need to understand business principle. You need to understand how to run business. You need to read, also emulate people, use your idea, run online platform, making sure that you have a business plan, making sure you are spending, not overspending. You spend money as, spend the money correctly. Don't lavish it. Use a lot of online technology in terms of your business, making sure that you are maximizing, you are being economical, especially when you are starting your business. Don't live too large. Whereas, also don't spend the profit that you made, on lavish life. Instead of adding it back to the business, you need to add it back to business so that it will grow. It's like a company, it's like investing. If you buy a dividend paying stock and invest in that, receive your dividend, you need to use that dividend and buy more of that share. There's something compounding. By the time you know it, your business is booming. So you need to grow your business slowly. Profit you are making, put it back in that business. Put it back, support your business financially, trying to grow slow and steady. This is the plan. Okay, so I thought to share this. This is a mistake young entrepreneurs should not make. You must have a business plan. Don't spend too much time, right, expecting result too soon. Don't hire too soon. Study your business and customer. Don't be busy in production. You need to, which means you need to give yourself time. You need to give yourself time, because don't feel like, I need to be at work all the time. But all works and no play makes a jack a dull boy. So do your work and have some rest, so that you come back and produce more. This is how to do it. Okay. And the other thing is not starting today. You must make sure that any business idea you have, start it today. Start it today. A lot of people started business without money, and even not having money give you opportunity. Not having money. A lot of people started business without money. Not having money to start your business give you opportunity for you to utilize whatever you have, whatever money you have, use it effectively. People started business. I know a lot of American guys started business buying clothes with $400, and that grew massively. So, but also don't feel that if you fail today, if your business is not fail today, then that's the end of it. No, you learn your lesson and move on. You learn your lesson and move on. A lot of people remember Edison. He fell about 1,000 times. He fell 1,000 times. Also, that means he's still in there and trying to figure out, the problem he needs to solve. So don't feel, don't use failure as a weakness. Don't see failure as a weakness. We learn from it. Even the same thing with investment. Investing in stock market is things go up and down. Sometimes you buy shares today, it goes down 50%. Will you take it as, will you kill yourself? No, business is risky. You venturing into business, starting your own company is a risky business, but you must try to understand. Once you have a good business plan, if there's anything that you need to tweak, if there's anything that you need to change, do it. Failure, you learn from that failure and move on. Experience is the best teacher. If you started your business and everything goes slowly, what have you learned? No. That's why sometimes if you see rich men, they say, oh, they will not give their money to the kids. They want them to start from scratch and build wealth. I totally agree on that, because in that way, they will be able to understand, how to run their business. They will be able to understand how to manage money effectively, instead of giving them everything. This is how life is. So I thought to share with you mistake a young entrepreneur should not make, and making sure that they run their business effectively. If you're happy with what I've just explained to you, please consider subscribing, give this video a thumb up, share it with your friends and family. Thank you very much indeed, and stay blessed. Thanks.